Washington. I was born in Northern Virginia and consider Washington, D.C. as my hometown. In this video, I want to share my experiences as a member of Boys and Girls Club. The first lesson I learned that I want to share with you is that you should take advantage of the music lessons offered at your school, in your community, and at your local Boys and Girls Club. I play several instruments, but my main instrument is piano. I started learning piano when I was 4 years old. I'm now a college student majoring in music education and piano performance. Through a combination of school orchestra, school band, and private lessons. When I was in elementary school, I joined the school band and began playing the flute. When I was in elementary school, I also started playing the violin. There are several kinds of guitars. The most popular one is this,
the acoustic guitar.
If you can play the guitar, it's easy to learn the ukulele. Chimney top, that's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Then why, oh why can't I? In middle school and high school, I joined the orchestra again and played the violin and the cello. When I was in middle school, I had the privilege of attending Juilliard's summer jazz camp hosted by the Boys and Girls Club. I attended classes taught by world-renowned jazz musicians who were professors at Juilliard. At the end of the camp, we performed at a park in Washington, D.C. The following summer, I also attended Teen Arts Performance, or TAP Camp, under the director, Tony Small. At the end of the camp, we performed at the Kennedy Center Millennium Stage. I'm standing at the Fine Arts Center at my college, Virginia Tech. Now in college, I am part of the Arabic ensemble and learn the biggest instrument of all, the upright bass. As you can see, you can learn all these instruments through your school by joining the orchestra or band, or through your community if they offer music lessons. Every summer, I volunteer at my local Boys and Girls Club teaching music, and it's free. And you don't have to stick with just one instrument. You should try several instruments. You should take advantage of all the music lessons that are in your school and in your community, such as Boys and Girls Club. One important thing I learned from Boys and Girls Club was that you should keep trying, and don't quit. I became a member of Boys and Girls Club when I was 7 years old. I had always dreamed of winning an icon competition at the Kennedy Center. Icon was a talent competition that Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington held every year when I was a member. I was in my first icon competition when I was in the first grade. I remember the song that I played for my first icon competition was called For Elise by Beethoven. I thought I did very well playing the song. However, I didn't pass the preliminary. There was another girl who was 13 years old, and she also played For Elise, the same song that I played. She was chosen to move up to the semifinal, so I felt sad. The following year, when I was in the second grade, I decided to try again. This time, I played a modern classical song called The Swallow.
told me I played perfectly, but again, I didn't pass the preliminary. Then I skipped 1 year. In 4th grade, I tried another classical piano piece by Mozart. With this song, I was able to move up to the semifinals, but that was it. I had tried 3 times now and felt very disappointed. I thought maybe they didn't like classical piano. I was so discouraged that I did not want to try again for the next 2 years. But then, when I was in the 7th grade, I had an idea. Why not try a string quintet this time? So my friends and I formed a quintet and we played Canon in D by Pachelbel. I played the violin. This time, we made it to the final round at the Kennedy Center. Unfortunately, however, we did not win. The following year, when I was in the 8th grade, I thought maybe the judges would prefer singing rather than just instrumental. So my friends and I formed a trio. I played the piano, one of my friends played the violin, and one of my other friends sang "You Raised Me Up." This act was a big disappointment. We did not even pass the preliminary. I was heartbroken. I thought maybe I should just quit. I tried and tried since I was in the 1st grade through middle school. I was ready to quit now. But then something happened when I was in the 8th grade. My English teacher required us to memorize "I Have a Dream" by Martin Luther King Jr. for an assignment. At the same time, in my piano lesson, I was learning Arabesque by Debussy. When I tried to recite the speech together with the song, they fit perfectly.
Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous speech, "I Have a Dream," from these steps here at the Lincoln Memorial in 1963 during the Civil Rights Movement. In 9th grade, I entered the icon competition reciting "I Have a Dream" and playing Arabesque on the piano. For this performance, I finally won and received a scholarship. As you can see, it took me a long time to finally fulfill my dream. I tried and tried from the time I was in 1st grade until I was a 9th grader in high school. I was able to win the icon. I want to encourage you to keep trying and to persevere. It may take a long time, but don't quit. Perseverance will pay off at the end. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.